A few weeks ago, I gave some coaching advice to a friend, colleague, and client about tempering herself. This person had recently experienced a number of different life changes and challenges, including losing a very close friend. Recognizing the signs of grief, loss, and anxiety can be challenging to cope with when you're in the middle of a storm. Think about it. When a hurricane or a tornado occurs, you're in survival mode and you're doing everything that you can to ensure that you and your loved ones survive and recover. Probably the last thing that you're doing is focusing on tempering yourself. Where temper oneself means to control or reduce one's emotions or heighten feelings or senses. By tempering oneself, a person might be better able and equipped to handle the situations or circumstances that are ever present. Oftentimes, we can become victims of the conflict and circumstances that occur in our lives as opposed to being champions or victorious over these challenges. I'm not suggesting that challenges, trauma, loss, and suffering doesn't affect us, because it most certainly does. But what I am suggesting is that while these things can affect us, they do not have to rule us or overcome us. Ways that we can temper ourselves through these circumstances can include some of the following methods. Reframing your narrative. Shifting your perspective from seeing challenges as insurmountable obstacles to viewing them as catalysts for growth. This growth mindset, where every setback is an opportunity for self-improvement, helps transform negative experiences into lessons that build resilience. Reframing may also be as simple as stating that I get to do X, Y, and Z instead of I have to do X, Y, and Z. Practicing gratitude. Even in hardship, there are moments of light. Focus on what you're grateful for, whether big or small, can shift your mindset. This practice often balances the weight of life's difficulties by reinforcing a sense of abundance and hope. It could be creating a gratitude collage of memories, photos, moments, people, things that you're thankful for, or journaling daily something that makes you feel joy. You might even add a brief note beside each gratitude point about how it helped you find a spark of comfort during difficult moments. For instance, you might write, I'm grateful for the gentle support and encouragement of a friend today. It reminded me that I'm not alone when the pain feels overwhelming. This practice doesn't dismiss your grief, but it acknowledges that even in sorrow, there are glimmers of light worth celebrating. Setting incremental goals and establishing routines. Breaking challenges into manageable tasks creates a clear, actionable roadmap out of chaos sometimes. Establishing routines creates predictability, safety, and it reinforces by creating goals. It helps you conquer and build resilience over time. There was a time throughout my grief journey that my goal was simply to get out of bed every day. And if I got out of bed, then I was accomplishing my goal. I had to learn to give myself grace in the moment and understand that even something seemingly as trivial as getting up out of the bed was a huge step for my healing and restoration. For you, it may look like something different. And because grief is so very personal, that's okay. This is your journey, and no one can tell you how to live out your journey. Sometimes to temper ourselves, we must be still, be quiet, and simply listen to the rhythm of breathing in and breathing out, because life is breath and breath is life. So remember to temper yourself throughout your grief journey. This is me, Sean Landry, and this is my grief journey.